What did you notice on your walk? Could you differentiate trumpeter swans from tundra swans? It's okay if you couldn't. That's next level birding. They sure make a lot of noise, though. Biologists say swans use calls to locate each other, defend territories, and sound an alarm. Margaret Campbell boils it down.
They have a lot to say. They've been on a long trip. They've got a lot of different things that they want to tell their friends about, and so they're excited to be heading north to where they're going to breed.
As Margaret says, these swans have been on the move for a while.
So a lot of the swans that are coming up through Swan Haven right now are on their way from Vancouver Island, coastal BC, and parts of Washington. Those are mainly the trumpeter swans. The tundra swans are going to come from a little bit further south in places like California.
Swans travel day and night, often covering hundreds of kilometers in a stretch. Think about how you feel after a long day on the road. It feels so good to reach your destination, even if it's just to rest for the night. These flight-weary swans are ready for a break, and McClintock Bay offers an ideal pit stop. That's because the bay here has open water 4 to 6 weeks earlier than most other lakes in the area. That's significant. 3 bodies of water come together here. To your left, the McClintock River enters the bay, and around the corner to your right is the start of the Lewes or Yukon River, which drains Marsh Lake. Jim Hawkins explains what happens when these bodies of water mix.
The outlets of lakes are always the first places to open and the last places to freeze, and it's because there's warmer water coming from the lower levels of the lake. Water in a river is all sort of uniform, but in a lake, the warm water's at the bottom, it's 4 degrees. And so that mixes a little bit, and so that just that little bit extra warmth will melt the ice at the outlet of the lake.
This open water provides important habitat for swans, but only for a short period in spring. They don't build nests or lay eggs here. This is simply a high-quality layover for them. Most trumpeter swans are on their way further north into central Yukon and Alaska. Pairs will break off to nest in wetlands in the boreal forest. Tundra swans, as their name implies, have a longer migration. They're on their way to wetlands north of treeline in the Yukon North Slope and coastal Alaska. Swans need fuel for this marathon migration. At our next stop, we'll talk about what they're eating in McClintock Bay. You can walk over to the next sign now and remove your headphones until you get there. I probably don't need to remind you about the QR code anymore. Talk soon.